exams test the competency in 4 skills: reading, listening, writing, and speaking. And the details definitely the participants will speak. And Avinash sir is a very competent person who can teach from the perspective of corporate and employment needs of these communication skills. All this, he himself being have cracked maybe OET more than 15 or 16 years ago, and he knows actually what is the running, and working in one of the leading companies in the US. He will definitely explain more on that. So I don't want to dwell into that, and all our participants will speak about OET as well as CBT. So in general, what I want to tell you is these are skills, 4 skills being assessed. Skills have to be developed by you. Definitely, you should have a knowledge about it, which the teachers can teach. But then second thing, you should have an attitude, positive attitude or confidence. Only competence will not work. I tell you, majority of the aspirants lose in their exams because they have practiced a lot. They have competency, but they have no confidence. They don't feel confident to speak in the speaking module, speaking test. So they feel nervous. So competence as well as confidence is equally important. That leads to skill. So skill has to become a part of our person, individual, or our existence or our being. So it's not just what we know. So this is the fact. So there is nothing that you can by heart, or nothing an institute or a teacher can teach us. But in general, as we know, I have come into this field only because to do this ministry, because I found so many poor students or employers or nurses, especially, from my parish, so many nurses and engineers and other MBA and BBA students struggling hard, spending lakhs of rupees, repeatedly writing these exams and getting frustrated in their life. So I thought, let me start something on a not-profit basis without any fee. So far, more than 26 years now, I have never collected any money from anyone, not even a single penny, because this is a non-profit platform and we go on that. So we just stay together as a family. When we used to have offline classes, always it was like a family in any of the families around our parish where I used to stay. And we used to cook together, eat together, clean together, swim together, sleep together, and do everything together. It was something like a family feeling. So this helps to develop the confidence. So what I adopt always, it is not just practicing the material. And I tell you, rarely we have competent people who can teach English in India, I believe. Even if there are people, they won't stay in India. They go abroad for their jobs because they get highly paid in other countries. Whereas in India, for 10K to 15,000 rupees, nobody wants to stay back and teach English who are internationally qualified. That's the reason, main reason that we lack teachers. So definitely I want to say one fact, underline one fact. The practice should be strategically. With strategies, we have to understand the strategies. Every competitive exam has a strategy. I used to tell my students, just looking at the answer key, you can make out whether this practice material is authentic or not. Because even multiple choice questions has a benchmark strategy, how that has to be asked, what should be the answer options, how we should be answer options should be kept formulated, all the questions to be formulated. All these are double benchmarked, internationally double benchmarked. So these are the best ever exams. Once we start loving this process and enjoy these exams, once you get across these exams, it's not that you have passed one OET or IELTS or TOEFL, but then you become a really disciplined human being who loves discipline, who goes by discipline. So that's another thing. So definitely once we realize what it is, we fall in love with the process. So always I tell my students the principle of like CLC principle. You have to have a clarity of purpose. If you have to go somewhere, you have to cross this barrier. So this exam, so you have to reach there. So the clarity of purpose should be there. Second one is L stands for love of the process. Once you have a clarity of purpose, you have love of the process. So once you decide you want to crack one of these international exams, you will definitely love the process. Practicing will help you, energize you, and give you more and more strength and motivation day by day. Third one is compounding effect. Every day you will see a growth, improvement in your score, in your grades. So that every day when you see there is a improvement, slight improvements, maybe a small improvement, that will give a will have a compounding effect. It will give you more and more energy and motivation. So keep up on that. And believe me, this is one of the best exams. Even if I suggest people, even if you are not going abroad, all youngsters, especially after your graduation, you should at least crack one of these exams so that you have competency in one of the international languages, which is a must today. And as I said, either you excel in communicative skills or exit from the cosmos is the dictum of the companies today. They give a weightage to this one, these exams. So definitely this will help. And as our former NASCOM president Kiran Karnik says, polish your English speaking skills or the employees won't even look at you. That's the title of one of the articles in Hindu paper. Polish your English speaking skills or the employers won't even look at you. So these are the exams which helps us polish our language, our communication skills. So I wish all the best and thank Goel sir for keeping such a forum whereby all these participants who are some of them. This is from three perspectives, I must say. One is from the perspective of the corporate. Avinash sir will definitely enlighten us. Second one is from the perspective of a teacher. As I am a teacher, I am speaking from the perspective of a teacher. And there are people who have cracked the exams as well as who are the aspirants or learners now. So from learners' perspective, from successful candidates' perspective, from teachers' perspective, and from corporate perspective. So Lal sir is doing a great job. And whoever goes through this process of maybe 60 minutes now will get a clarity from all these perspectives so that they have no bias or myths. They need not believe on any myths regarding these competitive exams. So thank you for listening patiently. And definitely I know I have to give more time. And definitely Avinash sir, I'm waiting to listen to him. He will be able to enlighten us and all our participants. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Father Salim Joseph. First of all, I would like to thank you, and I would like to inform my viewers also and all those who are participating. Father Salim is an inspiration to me. When I saw him, I met him. I actually not met him personally. I don't think I met you, Father, till now, or we met some.
We met more than 2 times.
We met, okay.
And
We met. But
I stayed one day in your resort.
We met also, and we had an interaction. But we being a group of Gyan, we are the mentors and founder mentors, and we interact with each other. And I found it is such a down-to-earth, a knowledgeable person, and who is always there to help others. And it's a very remarkable thing in the present time when somebody like Father Salim Joseph, who is busy otherwise also, but he is giving lots of time, and that too without charging anything. And that is why I appreciate and I admire him. And although he says that he looks towards me, but I think it's vice versa. But thank you very much, Father Salim, for giving your views. And whenever I talk to him, I always been blessed because I always seek his blessings so that I can also go ahead in my life, whatsoever the pending life is there now. Thank you very much, Father Salim, for giving your views. And Father Salim has explained the myths of the international exams in a very, very clear terms. And in a very simple way, he explained how to crack the exams, what are the things, how practice one should do the practice, and what are the advantages. I'm really recalling about almost 50 years back when I appeared for TOEFL exam. At that time, when I went to the British Embassy in New Delhi, at that time, the TOEFL center was inside the British Embassy. So I was amazed to see the British Embassy at that time, a young boy, but I was not having a guide like Father Salim. Otherwise, I would have cracked that exam easily. So thank you very much, Father Salim, for joining and giving your blessings to everyone. Now, I would like to invite my next panelist guest, and he is Mr. Avinash Kumar. He's our chief guest also. Mr. Avinash Kumar is a business solution architect with 12 plus years of industry experience in the IT, airlines, services, and healthcare industries. Mr. Avinash completed his MBA from University of Dallas, Texas, and has been working in USA since 2011. Currently working for Hearst Health at MHK in Tampa, Florida. He enjoys interacting with students and help students with career guidance. He loves riding motorbikes and is fond of traveling. Welcome, Mr. Avinash Kumar on our show. Mr. Avinash Kumar, you have heard the words, golden words, I must say, of Father Salim Joseph, and he has also spoke very highly about you. Now, definitely, because you are working in a corporate and you are, and that too in USA, so you know the corporate culture in USA, and you know how Indians are eager to go abroad for studies and to work. Although recently what is happening in Ukraine is very, very saddened and very sad thing, but still the ambition in India and especially the youth to go and to prove themselves, which you have already done very successfully. So we would like to know your views on today's topic, Youth Conclave on International Exams. Mr. Avinash Kumar, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Goel. So I wanted to start by thanking Mr. Goel, the organizer of the conclave, and our chief guest, Father Salim Joseph, whom I have actually known for more than 18 years. So thank you so much for inviting me to this global youth conclave. I'm really happy to see so much talented youth joining us from diverse culture and different countries. I mean, it's really a blessing. So, and I'm really excited to be part of this conclave. So that I did not realize that the conclave would actually start at midnight my time, but I mean but I was so excited that I could be part of this and I mean help whatever I could do from my side so that the youth of today can actually learn something, or at least I will share my experience, what I've dealt with. And definitely something that I do want to talk about, the international exams. So there was a time I was in your shoes, probably 14 years ago, when, as Father Salim Joseph mentioned during his conversation, that yeah, before starting this edu skills, I mean, it was just an idea back then, where he used to teach, I mean, group all the students into a room. So I was one of those roommates. And it was a really fun loving experience for me, where I did went for IELTS exam. And basically I took that course during that time. And it was a sudden decision. Basically, I mean, I had the opportunity to study abroad. We were still not clear on which country I need to go. So either I can choose US, UK, Australia, New Zealand. So we were just thinking about, okay, what career path to pick. But the very first thing that hit is what exactly is needed. What is the base criteria to enter any of the countries that you want? Be it academics, or if you want to go with the work culture. So both, or immigration for that matter. So in all the scenarios, the very first or the minimum criteria that these countries are looking for is your either the IELTS exam, TOEFL exam, OET, NMC, CBT. So there are different exams that are required from these countries. I mean, it's not just for the purpose of getting an admission into a university or you're getting a job. It's more about assessing you about your English language. I mean, how proficient are you in understanding or I mean, communicating with other people? So that's what they're trying to see. I mean, and trust me, I mean, I have literally studied with different diverse culture people from different countries, and Indians are by far good in English communication versus some of the other countries. So, and we catch things really fast. The only difference is that we are actually fast speakers. Usually, if we talk about international people, they prefer if we talk slower. But our pace is so fast that sometimes we do get them confused. And that's why we hesitate. I mean, I've seen people, I mean, even in the beginning, I was in the same shoes that, yeah, I used to communicate too fast. They wouldn't understand what exactly I'm trying to say. So that's where these skills and these classes of 3 months helps you to actually define your spoken language, your written language, your reading skills, and your listening skills. So so that's what this is all about. And it's not just exam that you're worried about. And don't think it as just to, I mean, just so that you can go abroad, you just have to take this. I mean, there is no way. You can still get out of, these options and still go abroad. It's not that difficult. The only thing that this exams and these, the platforms helps you is to improve your language. And that's where, yeah, again, I mean, there is so much that you can be guided, but through practice, you can actually achieve much better goals. So as the language does help you, it is one of the most essential things that you would use in your life. I mean, basically, I know my profession as a business solution architect, I do communicate with the working groups. So there are different working groups. I work with the client on the healthcare side. I do work with my internal teams. So there is a liaison relationship between these people. Basically, I talk to the client, understanding what they are asking for, and I have to communicate that back to my internal team so that they understand the actual ask. So sometimes it happens that it can be apples to apples, but it can turn out to be apple to oranges, because the expectation from a person or an organization can be understood or misunderstood totally differently if you have a barrier in communication. So in order to avoid those kind of barriers, that's where these exams as well as these education platform helps you. So that's one of the key element of any of these exams. And yeah, paraphrasing or learning according to the skills that are provided during these platform sessions. So those are something that you can utilize in your life. I mean, not just for the sake of the exams, but it helps you to further grow in terms of a person itself, and not just limit yourself to a specific language. Yeah, be open. Yeah, I mean, Indians have a tendency, I mean, this is more generic. Indians have a tendency to actually think in your native language and then talk in English. So you try to do a conversion. Sometimes that could be a conflict. So avoid doing that. Instead, try to see if you can think in English and speak in English at the same time. So that actually does help a lot and improves your quality of communication. I do want to highlight some of the areas. I mean, if you are going for these examinations, I mean, basically these are 4 sections that you get in these exams. I mean, one of the section is listening, speaking, writing, and reading. So every section that you generally go, I mean, and these are common across all these English language proficiency tests. So so usually speaking is the one where a native English speaker is actually sitting with you, say, face to face, an examiner, and he will talk to you in person. So always be confident about what you want to say, and you don't have to be hesitant because they're just there to observe your language skills. So regardless of their mood, or if they're not nodding or they're not giving an expression, that doesn't mean that they're not friendly. Just be confident enough during those sessions and provide your answer, what you are prepared for. The confidence is key whenever you're talking to any person, regardless of the language foundations. So always remember that. You can always learn, and for these tests, I would suggest, as Father Salim Joseph has already informed, that mock test and practice tests are important. So whenever you're starting any of these, you have to practice these. I mean, I remember I did a lot of practice tests. There are a lot of mock tests available online. There are a lot of platforms that are giving you. Cambridge offers you that those tests, desk, as well as those tests when you apply for these kind of courses. So those take that opportunity and do those tests in order for you to improve your skills. And yes, it does take time. So don't get disappointed when you're starting off, because you may end up getting a lower score in the beginning, but at some point of time, you will see increments. And that's where you start to see your improvement. And yeah, 3 months may be a timeline defined by Cambridge, but I mean, it's up to you. Take your own time. If you think that you need more time than 3 months, it will be preferable to stick with that timeline that you want to define. And yes, your scores will automatically tell you. So yeah, I think without further ado, I would like to give a thumbs up to all the students and all the best. And yeah, we'll revert back to Mr. Lal Goel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Avinash Kumar, for correcting us, giving his expert views that we try to speak slowly English, not in a fast way. But in India, the problem is if you speak slowly, they think that you are thinking and then you are speaking. So they disregard if I start speaking slowly. That was the reason. And when I stand corrected because I received just a call and my son informed me that you have cracked the TOEFL. Why you are saying no? Because I now remember, yes, I cracked the TOEFL and I got the admission in University of Ohio in criminology in MA in 1972. But as you know, at that time, the joint family and my mother was so this thing, so they have not allowed me to go. Otherwise, I would have become the Director General of CBI or something like that. But anyway, it was that I have to be in India. Thank you very much, Mr. Avinash Kumar. And Mr. Avinash Kumar, in a very, very systematic way, explained each and everything, including how one has to face the interview. You should not feel any problem. You should not face any problem if you are seeing the face, the attitude of the interviewer, because he may be taking interview and he might be very stern-faced, but he's not like that. They are very friendly. They are just observing your linguistic skills. So one has to be very, very relaxed and calm, although I know that it's very easy to say, but when one go to face the interview, even for a visa when goes, there are so many problems one face. But what he says is try. And one very important point which he has made is try to think in English and speak in English. Very difficult initially, but it's not that one cannot. I also comes from a totally pure North India state. It's UP, and UP means Mathura, where they used to speak Braj Bhasha, no English, nothing. And I know it's not easy to think in English and speak in English. But what Mr. Avinash Kumar has explained, if you are ambitious and if you want to go abroad and you want to take a career there, you have to change yourself. And that is possible. And the time frame was given 3 months, one can change. So thank you very much, Mr. Avinash Kumar. I'm sure today's program, our viewers who are watching, and especially the youth who are planning to go abroad for further studies and for the job, it's a very, very enlightening program for them. They must see if they are missing out, and if they want to pass it to their friends, they can even show the recording, which is going to be available on YouTube immediately. So thank you very much, Mr. Avinash Kumar, for giving such a nice tips. Now I would like to go to our youth guest, and my first youth guest is Miss Shalini Fernandez. Miss Shalini Fernandez. Yes.
At the onset, I take this opportunity to thank the media with Mr. Lal Goel for giving me an opportunity to present myself before all the audience present here. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Shalini Fernandez. I am a professor in a reputed college of nursing in Mangalore, India. I have been serving this college for more than 18 years. Coming to today's topic, that is the global exams. These are the competitive exams which I felt, having been experienced in India, let me move on to other country to get extra challenges. So I enrolled myself in the OET, that is Occupational English Test. which I have cleared in the first attempt, followed by there was a UK CBT, that is computer-based test. What is the step in enrolling yourself in the computer-based test? First of all, we need to register ourselves in the UK NMC, that is Nursing and Midwifery Council. After giving all our documents, you will be given a chance to get a third verification by the council, which will be done by the UK. After everything is clear, you will be getting the mail from the Pearson VUE saying that you can book your computer-based test. Once you book your test, there are centers in your own countries and states where you can go and attempt your test. And where do we get the results? After you finish your test for a certain period of time, you will get immediately the result, which will be given as a printout by the person in the center. And the result comes just like pass. You do not get the total marks, but it is just a pass or fail. Then later you want to reproduce the results. So you need to go to the website, that is the, what I say is Pearson VUE, where you get your certificate as saying that you have cleared the computer-based test. Now, how did I enroll myself into this test? You know, Father Salim Joseph, I could say one and only the mentor in EduSkill International, which is a non-profit platform. He had visited our college being a resource person to talk on particular aspects. Believe me, when he was giving a talk, I was just admired about his simplicity and the thing that is called experiential learning, what he talked about. It has just taken me away from where I was. So what I did was, I just contacted him and enrolled myself there. The special thing in the EduSkill platform is we have aspirants from all over the world, which is a unique feature of any platform. Apart from this, the thing that we get from this platform is to bring out your potential, what you are rich with. Father is there always to guide us with these authentic strategies and the tips and techniques, but we are given ample opportunity.
You have muted yourself. Ms. Shalini, please unmute yourself. Please unmute. Ms. Shalini, you have muted. Please unmute. Yes, please go ahead.
I understand the importance of being a member of EduSkill International. It is a golden opportunity, because we have various centers, but we don't find a single center which is not. I really admire a mentor's attitude towards his aspirants to make them avail all the facilities or opportunities what is there in the platform. It is a golden opportunity, and I say, if you put your 100% without being hesitant, definitely you are going to get what you deserve. That is what I felt it within 2.5 months of my experience into this EduSkill, where I was able to crack all the competitive exams which are required to fly to the United Kingdom. The special thing, what I would say is, this platform has not only a simple teaching, but it gives you a chance to present. Like, you can create your own videos and submit to Father, and those videos will be seen by Father, and he will be uploading the video in the channel, where you get the remarks from the aspirants who are willing to know something, which really builds the confidence in you. I can say having knowledge is not just enough. The confidence is the key, as all the resource persons who has already talked about it. Confidence and the communication goes hand in hand. So My humble request to everyone who are present and who is aspiring to enroll yourself, please go to the EduSkill platform, which will get what you deserve. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Shalini Fernandez, for giving your views. Now, I would like to invite my next youth guest, and he's C.G. Thomas. Mr. C.G. Thomas.
Good morning, all. Thank you, Lal Goel sir, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to be a part of this media conference. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm C.G. Thomas, a registered nurse by profession. I had completed my nursing education from Bangalore, and I have been in this profession for the past 22 years. And currently I'm working as a nurse in Ministry of Health, Kuwait. I would like to talk about international exams, especially Occupational English Test, OET. IELTS, OET, TOEFL, PT, CBT, all are international competitive exams which you need to crack to work or migrate to Western countries. When it comes to occupational English test, it is a language proficiency test for healthcare professionals to work as a healthcare personnel in English-speaking countries. We should learn certain strategies and tips to crack international exams like OET. Let me talk about my experience in EduSkills. I have joined in EduSkills International Academy around 6 months ago. I have learned unique strategies from Father Salim Joseph, the one and only mentor and motivator in EduSkills. He taught me how to crack international exams, especially OET. He influenced me a lot in my learning process and even in my personal life. So I'm thankful to Father Salim Joseph. Before appearing to international exams, we should gain some kind of competency along with confidence. Competency along, we cannot crack any kind of international exams. We should have confidence. As Father always says, we should have at least 50% confidence and 50% competency. Both can join together. We can succeed in any kind of exams. So I gained my competency with the help of EduSkills strategies. When I was a beginner in EduSkills, I was not able to face a group of people due to lack of confidence and some kind of nervousness. But now I have confidence to sit in front of you all in a media conference. So this confidence I gain with the support of Father Salim Joseph, as well as our OET aspirants from EduSkills. We gain this confidence through experiential learning, which we are practicing in our platform. So we learn together in EduSkills, and that's our, we learn and grow together in EduSkills. That's our motive. I am proud to say that I am a part of EduSkills family, and experiential learning is our main strategy. Now, I just want to remind all our listeners, EduSkills is a unique platform to learn and crack international exams. I remind you, our platform is a non-profit platform. Whatever service we provide from EduSkills are absolutely free of cost. I wish the new learners to join in edu skills and learn and grow together with us to achieve your desired goals. My advice to the learners, never quit the learning process at whatever circumstances. Thank you, Lal Goel sir, and the entire media conference team for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. C.G. Thomas. Now, my next youth guest is Miss Sarah Paul.
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to the media conference, and thank you, Lal sir. It's my privilege to be part of this program. Myself, Sarah, and I have been working as a registered nurse in Kuwait for the last 17 years. Today, I would like to share with you some points regarding the international exam. It includes many exams like OET, TOEFL, CBT, and IELTS. These are the entrance exam, I believe, that will help you to study or work in Europe sectors. Actually, this is some kind of competency level of our English language. Moreover, this is like admission for the universities and colleges in various countries across the globe. So today I would like to talk about OET. It's an occupational English language test. It includes 4 subtests like listening, writing, speaking, and reading. Once we pass the exam, so once we appear the exam or we are holding the certificate, yeah, definitely we can go to some countries like Australia, New Zealand, and United Kingdom, Ireland, and some provinces and the United States of America. So I think this kind of learning, it's like a kind of exploration or a curiosity in many ways. It's like a our part and parcel of our life. But the thing is how to approach the learning process, or how to handle or how to manage the learning process. It's obviously we all have like an instinct capacity in each human being, but I believe like we should fall in love with the learning process. So definitely we can get the ultimate result with huge results or high results. Actually, which I have been learning from Father Selim Joseph. Like I have been part of this Edu Skills family for the last 3 months. And one of the attraction is definitely, I would say, Father Selim Joseph. He's not only our mentor, but also he's a motivation and is inspiration for many like me. So I believe he's a unique personality, and actually I admire the teaching style or the way of teaching. He's very peculiar. It's an amazing and wonderful to see all those. So what I personally learned from him, that experiential learning. So as CG brother mentioned here, we have to involve our entire heart, whatever we are going through or whatever we are learning. It's not only we forcefully done by someone, but we should experience in our own way. So definitely, I would say we should enjoy the process and we should love the process. Then only we can understand the whole education process. So I want to tell you, I want to suggest you to all OET aspirants, please love OET and involve the learning process. Then only we get or we can crack OET, or we can chase our dreams and we can fly. So I'm pretty sure everyone, whoever is listening me, everyone crack OET with your first attempt. So that is today, that is this is my topic. This is my perspective from my side. Thank you so much once again. And a special thanks to Father Selim Joseph, who is motivating and inspiring me. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sarah Paul. Now, my next youth guest is Mr. Shinoz.
Hi all. I am Shinoz Devasya, working as a staff nurse in Abu Dhabi. I have the experience of 15 years. I'm working as a nurse. I take this opportunity to say thank Mr. Lal Goel sir and media conference team giving an opportunity to share with the in this stage, in this platform. So I would like to speak on regarding what is the advantage and benefits of OET that if you compare to the IELTS or it's an international language test. So OET stands for Occupational English Test. That's usually taken the any healthcare professionals. If any healthcare professional desire to go any European countries, if their destinations, they're keeping us at any European countries, we have the option to write an OET. So what is the advantage of OET? So it is usually when we are the medical professional, we know that medical terms or the situation as a patient, hospital, wherever it may be. So in the OET, all the exams, the questions regarding related to the patients. So the terms. So for us as health professionals, it is very easy to understand that one. So that is the first and main advantage. And second thing is that there is no minus mark in the OET. So we can attempt, if we don't know the answer also, we can just try for the attempt. And as you, this is the same like, so there is a validity at least for the 2 years. It is considering that once you are written the exam. So once you are writing the exam to the next 2 years, it can be used for the maximum for 2 years. If we are not utilizing within 2 years, we need to write again. The next thing is that the OET has made a good thing is that we can write utilize the clubbing score. What is the clubbing score? So we can write the multiple times within 6 period of months of time. So however, we need to maintain a certain level of points, like actually we need to be in the score like a 350 is a score to get into the pass mark. So we have to maintain at least 300 score, like we say in the C plus. So in order that once we are getting C plus, if we are getting the one attempt, we are getting 3 modules, we are getting B and one is getting C plus. So we want make a clubbing within 6 months, we can have another opportunity. That's the golden opportunity we can utilize in the OET. So if I am saying, I cannot leave without saying the Edu skill family regarding a few words, especially our dear mentor, Father Selim. He has made a very clear, crystal clear, is a non-profit platform. So definitely I recommend any aspirants who is upcoming for going to take a OET or joining for any institutions. I definitely recommend the Edu skill. Why? He is a specialized trainer in international level and it's a non-profit, and we have a Telegram group. More than 15,000 students are learning from this platform without paying any kind of in a single bill. What you have to be paid in that, our time has to spend it on that. If you love the process, definitely we can crack the OET. He always motivates us in a different way. The teaching is a different way. We know that in the olden days, not in the olden days, we know that the teacher-students relationship. So the command from the teacher, the students say yes. But here is a different scenario. So we can say our own opinion, and he will make us to understand the fall in love with the OET, and he will make us to understand why we need to study. He always will make the sequence regarding, it's like a story. So when we read the story, we definitely will fall, and we have the enthusiasm to read completely. So in that way, he will make a different level of experimental learning. We can see in the Edu skill, none other than any other platforms. So definitely, I recommend, strongly recommend to any aspirants to join our Telegram group, so that you can achieve your desired score. There is no time period. The next thing is within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. No. When you believe that, when you are confident that you are able to take the exam, definitely you can go ahead. Still that time you can get the valuable advice. And more than that, if you experience the personality development, and he has given the more opportunity to come up and overcome all kind of frustrations, any kind of difficulties you are facing in the life, is a golden opportunity. I don't feel that it can be get it from anywhere else So this is my personal experience, and definitely I thank Mr. Lal Goel sir and entire team, and as well as Father Selim, giving me an opportunity to share with the distinguished guests. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shinoj, for giving your views. Now, my next youth guest is Miss Celine Anthony.
Hi all. First of all, I thank Mr. Lal Goel sir and all the group which is working behind this media conference. Thank you all for giving such a wonderful opportunity to talk in front of you. So let me introduce. I'm Celine Anthony. I nurse my profession, and I'm currently working in Oman, Muscat, in a reputed hospital, in a teaching hospital. And I have completed my post-graduation in nursing in the year of 2012. And I am having a total year of 12 years of experience in the field of nursing and in the field of education also. So today we are going to discuss, we are already discussing regarding the international exams, particularly OET and CBT exams. Why we are talking regarding these particular exams? Because it is specifically designed for the healthcare professionals. The OET exam and the CBT exam is specifically designed for the healthcare professionals. And once you have cracked the OET, you can just move on to the you can move on to the second exam, that is a CBT. So today I'm dealing with the topic of CBT. What is the CBT exam and why? What is the competence which is required for the CBT exam? For every exam, for every international exams, the process of learning is a reflective learning process. That you all know that the concept of experiential learning is the reflective learning, is that from the practice, from the learning methods, with the views, it is a learning, it's a continuous process through the views of past experience and based upon the concept of the knowledge, skill, and the attitude. Once, why this exam is so much important and so much tough, it is because of the level of competence of the aspirants. If we are competent enough to crack these exams, if you need that competence, you need to practice properly. You need to have adequate skill, adequate knowledge, and adequate practice need to be there. Adequate attitude should be there. For a CBT exam, once you have cracked the OET exam, then you can directly move on to the CBT exam. CBT exam, nothing but it is a computer-based exam. It is actually assessing our knowledge and the skill and the practice in the nursing profession. And mainly, this exam will be conducted by the NMC, that is the Nurses and Midwifery Council of United Kingdom. And actually, they are measuring this applicants' level of knowledge, the professional knowledge, the competence, the skill, the attitude to render a safe and effective care for the persons who we are caring actually. So in this test, actually, we have different modules. Like in the OET, we have reading, speaking, then listening and writing modules are there. Like in the CBT also, we have two main modules are there. That is the first part and the second part. In the first part, we are dealing with the numeracy. Here, the calculative skills, how we can administer a medication to a patient, how we can calculate a medication to the patient. The first part, we will be dealing with that one. And the second part, definitely it will be based upon our knowledge and the practice, the skill which we have. The questions will be coming from that part only. So we are getting enough and more time for this exam to not like the OET exam. In an OET exam, we know there is a limited time bound to crack that one. So we have to be very sharp. We have to beat the time also to crack that exam. But in the CBT, we are getting enough and more time. We are getting around 2.5 hours just to cross only 120 questions. So if we are confident enough with our knowledge and this, our practice is very good, then we can definitely crack this one. So we got this such a wonderful opportunity through the EduSkill platform. Actually, in our platform, not only we are catering or not only we are providing or focusing education for the OT aspirants. Here we are actually have subgroups, like we have a group for CBT, we have a group for OSCE training. So a comprehensive training is actually given in the EduSkill platform for all the aspirants or for all the nursing or healthcare professionals around the world. So it's such a wonderful platform, and I'm really proud to say that from this platform, I got enough and more strategies and ability to compete this exam, and I successfully cracked OET and CBT in my first attempt because of this platform only. So I recommend, everyone has told regarding recommending this platform, but still why we are telling this, because we got enough and more opportunities to learn, to share the things which we know. So it's really great to share such a wonderful experience with you all, guys. And I'm really thankful to Mr. Goel, Mr. Lal Goel, and Father Salim Joseph and Mr. Avinash Kumar for providing such a views regarding your experiences, the learning process. I'm really thankful to all. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Celine Anthony, for giving your views. Now, my next youth guest is Ms. Rejani Biju.
Hi, everyone. Myself, Rajani Biju. I have studied my nursing in Alvas Educational Institution, Modbadri, Karnataka. And at present, I am speaking from Andhra Pradesh, India. And I thank Mr. Lal Goel sir for this wonderful opportunity. And for the same, I thank Father Salim Joseph. It is my first experience. And because of his support, I am being here. Thank you, Father. And you know that I would like to speak from my experience, because everyone, those who are hearing us, may be thinking that all the opportunities and everything were revealed, but no one explained how to approach it. Or Father already mentioned that confidence, competency, attitude, everything. Then everyone will have, how can we gain all those things? See, that is my experience in the EduSkills platform. Okay, Father always, you know that I can say that we will get knowledge from a good mentor like Father Salim Joseph. I mentioned good mentor. That is because only a good mentor can find out not only the skills or the abilities hidden in a particular student, but also the weakness of the student. Okay, when we realize our weakness, even if it is a minor one, then only we will be competitive enough. So our attitude is an important matter in this case. So I know I was feeling difficulty in listening subtext. So I was discussing with Father that I'm able to understand what I'm listening, or the speaker's accent, or I'm able to locate the answer, but sometimes I cannot express it on my paper, or I cannot write it down. And Father told me that you have knowledge or competency, and your problem is you have no attitude. So how can I gain the attitude? So how I got the attitude now, that is, you know that they have already mentioned EduSkills platform is we feeling and we are a family. It's true, we are a family. That is, we are speaking from different part of the world, but we think we are all brothers and sisters. Okay, in the sense we are brothers and sisters, and we get that support from everyone. And such a way, I got the attitude. Whenever I miss it, somebody will be there to support me, that you are enough, you have enough knowledge, and you are able to do it, and they were supporting us. And in such a way, I was able to cultivate my attitude. And you know that Father always says that EduSkills is of the aspirants, by the aspirants, and for the aspirants. It is exactly correct. Nowhere I think that we'll get a chance to express our ideas or I like somebody mentioned to take some videos and put in his channel, father's channel. See, that is, everyone may think that if there is some mistake happen, it may affect my fame. My name will be putting down. Father never thinks like that. So that is his peculiarity, and hats off father for that. And in such a way, a good mentor can mold a person. I was realizing that. And everyone, those who are in the EduSkills family have the same experience. And you know that, see, father always says that our signature is smile and our style is empowering. See, father Salim Joseph always says that I train you people not to crack OET or any other competitive exam, but I want you people to be a good human being. Yes, that is what ultimately we need, I think. You know that. What is empowering, you may be thinking that we people know that we are trying not only to grow ourselves, we are trying to bring others to up. So whatever we can do, we are always ready to do. That mentality we have got from Father Salim Joseph.
Please be brief.
Yes. I think my time may be up. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Rajni Biju. Now, my next youth guest is Ms. Soumya Shram. Please unmute.
Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you so much, Mr. Lal Goel, sir, for giving such a wonderful opportunity to the OET aspirant of EduSkills International. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Soumya Sham, and I come from Todupuzha, which is in Idukki districts of Kerala. Presently, I'm working as a registered nurse in Maldives for the last 5 years. Today, my responsibility is to talk about occupational English test, which is international exam, English proficiency test. And also these exams is specially designed for the healthcare professionals. They can migrate to their dream countries like UK, Ireland, then New Zealand, and also US and all. Then now I would like to share my learning experience of EduSkills. Actually, a year ago, when I contacted Father Salim, I was a person who does not have enough confidence in my life. The first day, Father has realized my problems, and he corrected me, and he motivated me a lot to overcome from that particular problems. And right now, I believe that I have enough confidence to do things in my life. And also, Father encouraged me to do many things. I mean, I'm empowering others and help each other grow together. After talking to Father, I think approximately 16th April 2021, Father opened EduSkills doors before OET aspirants. And when we have started this OET platform for EduSkills platform for OET aspirants, there were only 36 members. Now it's reached to 15K, and also we are going to celebrate our first anniversary on 16th of April 2022. So I can proudly say, fathers, that consistent support and motivation, encouraging the OET aspirants to do many things in their life. And also we are helping each others, and whatever Father is explaining and teaching us, that we are sharing to others. And we are growing together. We can feel that helping. Now we are not only focusing that particular occupational English test. Now we are focusing how can be a good human being in our life. So and also I would like to mention here experiential learning. Experiential learning is something which is helpful for the aspirants to become bold in their life. I can tell that most of the students are in their own comfort zone. If we are come out from our comfort zone, we can be success in our life. That's sure about. And I'm sure that EduSkill is one of the best platform to crack our OET as well as to become a good human in our life. Let me utilize this golden opportunity to say a few information about EduSkills International. EduSkills International is providing absolutely free education to the OET aspirants, and we have only one mentor over there. That is our beloved Father Salim Joseph, who spends a lot of time for others' good life, and he is encouraging everyone to help each other, and his strategies and tips are really beneficial for us to understand what is OET and how can we crack this OET. And eventually, I would like to express my sincere thanks to our empowering team and our admin panel. Those people are really doing a great job to keep this platform alive, EduSkills International. And thank you so much, Lal Goel sir, for arranging such a wonderful platform for us. And thank you, Father Salim and Avinash Kumar sir, for being a part of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Soumya Sam. Now, my last but not the least youth guest, and she is Miss Diti Augustine. No, we can't hear you. No, I just speak something. No, I think your device is having some problem. Oh, I think she is having, yeah, please speak. No, very feeble voice is coming. No, we can't hear you. No. Just increase the volume of your device if it's possible for you. No, I think some problem there, and it happens. So you just try again and again. But what we will do is that, or you wait for some time, you log out and let log in. I will go to our chief guest for giving their views, and in case if you will join again, and if your voice is clear, then we will be taking your views. Otherwise, I assure you on behalf of Father Salim that we will take you in the next media conference whenever we will be going to do the global media conference with Father Salim Joseph again. Okay, so thank you very much. Now, Father Salim Joseph, I would like to come back to you. You have heard so many things, and everyone spoke so highly about you and your organization. And the best part is that you are giving it's a free of charge and so totally without any charges. I also would like to know how you decided to venture in this particular field, and that too free of charge, to serve the society in a very, very peculiar way. And now, as the figures came that it is almost 15,000 students are on your platform. So it's a remarkable thing in a 1 year's time. So we would just like to know more about this. Father Salim Joseph, please.
Yes, Lal. So this is like a humble beginning, as Soumya Sham has clearly put it. She is the admin of the panel from the very beginning. It's like we believe in biblical teaching, we have something called, we priests are called as a response to someone's cry. Whoever cries, God wants to send someone to see that God cannot come personally to him. So he appoints people to maybe wipe out their tears or to assist them. So I found maybe God heard hundreds and thousands of aspirants, specifically due to their financial crisis. As you know, they take, some of them poor students take up loans for BSc nursing, 5 to 6 lakhs. Then they have their loans to be repaid. At the same time, they have to pay huge sums for OET, like almost $35,500 for each time they appear for the exams. And I found people who have appeared 5 times, 8 times, even 14 times and failed in the exams, which means huge amounts being spent, everything on loan. And there are people who have pledged their gold or sold their gold and nothing to, and their younger sisters or brothers or siblings are up to age of marriage. These people have to get settled. So this was a cry from all over the world. Definitely God heard. Then some or other, it reached me. He appointed me, I believe. I started with helping some people, like 6 students. I said, let me try something whenever I have some free time. But then, you know, it was God's plan, I believe. Its growth is just tremendous. And, you know, there are more than 72 volunteers working hours together every day without any payment from all over the world. And they work, and as it is said, it is of the OET aspirants and of the health professionals, by the health professionals, and for the health professionals. I'm just an inspiration or an ignition over there. Rest of the things are done by these good-hearted people. I salute them, and let us do together and grow together.
And thank you very much, Father Salim, for such encouraging words. I can see Ms. T. Austin. Yes, can you speak now?
Hi all. First
Yes.
of all, I would like to Mr. Lal Goel sir for providing me an opportunity to speak about these competitive exams. Let me introduce myself. I'm Diti Agustin. I'm a registered nurse by profession, and I've been working as a critical care nurse in the military hospital Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for the past 14 years. As we know, job hunting is more prevalent in our society. Here comes the role of the competitive exams. So in order to qualify ourselves to work abroad or study abroad, we have to crack this international proficiency test. So as we know, it's just not a easy task to crack these exams at the first attempt itself. So in order to capable this, we have to do ourselves a lot of consistent practice and the perseverance and determination we need to crack these exams. So although there are many exams available like IELTS, Occupational English Test, and CBT and TOEFL, here I am going to talk about this Occupational English Test and CBT in detail. So why we choose these exams? Because it's specifically designed for the healthcare professionals. But the sad thing is that even though it's medically related, many of us find difficulty to crack this exam even after multiple attempts. Why it is like that? So when I researched these things, what I found is that it's not a fault of our students or aspirants. It's the fault of our education system itself. What we practiced in our childhood is the rote learning. Still, we are adopting these methods to crack our exams. When it comes in reality for the exams, we try these methods in our exams. That is the thing which prevent us from to crack these exams. The solution what I found is that from the EduSkill platform, as it was developed by our Father Salim Joseph. So here we can find the experiential learning, where we can get a hands-on experience. The empowering army is sharing their knowledge, and in that way they are providing the skills and developing the character of the people who are striving to achieve their dream goals. So once again, I thank Father Salim Joseph for providing this opportunity, as well as the developing of the personality. It's not only providing us to crack these exams, he is developing our personality in a whole. So I thank you all for this opportunity, where I am here to share my knowledge and experience with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Diti Austin. And at last, you can make it. Otherwise, it will be a guilt on us that we could not take your views, very important views. So thank you very much. Viewers, I would like to inform that I want to ask the questions. I have prepared the questions, 8 questions for all 8 youth. But the way they have spoken, they have given the answers to me, and I have been enlightened myself. So there is no need of, because they have given specific things in all the things about the exams, international exams. So in this, I found that it is of no use to asking any question, because the answers are already been given to them by them. Now I would like to go back to our chief guest, Mr. Avinash Kumar, to say a few words about the today's media conference, about the today's experience about this conference. Mr. Avinash Kumar, please.
Yeah, it has been a great experience. I mean, hearing from all the aspiring students, and basically the platform itself. I mean, it's a really good learning platform that Father Salim Joseph has created with the help of the volunteers and the the students. So from my opinion, I do wanted to give a highlight that this was not started just 6 years ago. This has been his dream from a long time, because I know I was part of the initial student sets that he had almost 14 years ago. So this has been there as a goal from his side. And even, we were some of the contributors in the early stages as well. I did help Father Celine Joseph's to do some online classes for the students, even prior to this sessions being started. So this is definitely one of the good platforms, especially for a nonprofit organization, to build such kind of a platform, which was not available a few years ago. So definitely thanks to all the participants here, who are taking their time out and try to help other people to join the cause and try to improve their languages and improve on their looking for the goals, basically. That's what I like about this platform overall. So thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Avinash Kumar. Now, what message you would like to give Father Salim Joseph for the youth who are watching this show, or who are going to watch? Because those who have participated today and they have already given their views, but we would like one message from you. In a time period constraints means about 1 minute maximum. What message you want to give to the youth across the country, so that they can become a good human, not only cracking the exams, but they can become a good human and good citizen of the country?
Sure.
Yes. The last minute messages could be this: learning is not just to make you educated, it is to make you wise human beings. So wisdom, education, the ultimate end of it should be wisdom. And I say education is equal to righteousness. Education is equal to righteousness. Righteousness is equal to right relationships. Right relationship with God, with human beings, with nature, and with yourself. Education should definitely cater to this motto of building up right relations, which means building good human beings. And that's our motto. And definitely try to fall in love with the process of learning. Learning is one of the basic instincts of human being. As you love food, as you love drinking juice or water, and as you love to sleep, definitely once you fall in love with the learning process, being one of the basic instincts, you will enjoy doing it again and again. And definitely, I tell you, you will get addicted to learning throughout your life. That's what I want to tell you. And I wish you all a wonderful learning process. All who are watching, viewers, students, you are lucky to be students, lucky to be learners. Enjoy your learning process. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Father Salim Joseph, for giving your blessings, I must say. And so, viewers, you have seen today, one person can change the entire life of so many people. The living example is Father Salim Joseph. Why not we in India have many Father Salim Josephs? After all, his dedication, work, we have seen, it's a testimony. They have given live testimony on our live telecast. All the students are not students, they are working, they are very senior persons now in different parts of the world. They are representing India. They are the real brand ambassador of India, because they have been molded as a very, very, very good human being by Father Salim Joseph. I am sure that if we all think, the civil society think, that if we are just thinking that only the politicians are responsible, no. See the example of Father Salim Joseph. He is doing without any care, without any self-motto. If we all will take such type of thing, and if we will have such type of persons who will be imparting knowledge and to become a good human being, not only cracking the exams, but be sending them abroad with such a good intention that everywhere in the world, our country's name is, we can take and proud, and they are taking leading is on a very, very high stage. And I'm sure if we will have Father Salim here, if we will have more Father Salims, the day is not far when the country, India, can proudly say that we are real Wish Guru, not only in other fields, but also in education. Thank you very much. And today's program has been live telecasted by V4 News, Karu News, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV India, News Gaon se, Samvad Sarokar News, Bharat Post News, Gyan, as well as was shown live on Facebook and YouTube. And our endeavor is to bring to you every day a new topic in Media Conference with Lal Goel at 10:30 a.m. And tomorrow our topic is first overseas IIT in Dubai. Yes, you heard correctly, because the IIT have decided to start a first overseas their branch, and that will be in Dubai. So our topic is first overseas IIT in Dubai. And our panelists are Professor Mohanlal Agrawal, President into Gulf Management Association Dubai, Mr. Kamal Puri, Chairman Skyline International Group and Skyline University College Sharjah, UAE, Professor Sudhir K. Jain, former Vice Chancellor Sri Mata Vaishno Devi University Katra, and former Professor and Head of the Department Studies IIT Delhi, and Professor Dr. Pramod Pathak, former Professor and Head of Management Studies IIT Dhanbad. So please tune in tomorrow for Media Conference with Lal Goel at 10:30 a.m. Thank you very much, all the guests who have joined across the world. Thank you very much, Mr. Avinash Kumar, and thank you very much, Father Salim Joseph, for giving your views. All of you have given the views, and a special thanks to Father Salim Joseph for your blessings. And I pray to the God that give you a long life so that so many students